This is Me Before Mom, the podcast that helps moms stay connected to themselves while doing the most important job they'll ever have. And I'm your host, Bert Anderson. Hey, so we are doing our part 2 of our positive affirmations for moms. And I wanted to talk really quick because I had some feedback. One of you guys wrote in and said, yeah, these are really great, but I don't actually believe those things. So why am I going to say them? So I wanted to clarify for you guys that the point of these positive affirmations is that you are changing the way you are thinking about your life and yourself so that the affirmation you are speaking comes to fruition and actually happens. Just like, in part 1, if you haven't listened to that yet, go back, listen to the episode, or look at the show notes, and we will have a reference for you where you can kind of read how positive affirmations work. But basically, with a positive affirmation, you are kind of convincing your subconscious to believe something in such a way that it begins to happen for you. Part 1, I talked about when I was 12 years old and I had to swim the 500. Hated swimming it, told myself all day long I liked it. And then I did really, really well swimming that race. The same thing applies to these. So with these positive affirmations that I'm going to read to you in a little bit, you're going to either look at yourself in a mirror and say them to yourself, or you are going to write them down. Studies have shown that when you write a positive affirmation down, you are more likely to believe it than if you just say it out loud, because there's something permanent about writing down a positive affirmation. So write it, say it in your head silently, say it out loud, whatever works for you. The important thing is that it works for you. So that being said, let's dive in. And I'm going to give you one that I really like. My personal trainer actually told me this, and I didn't even realize that I was speaking so negatively about myself. But her challenge for me was I will read the positive affirmation to you now, or else it might not make sense. But it was, I will talk about myself the way I would my best friend. So she challenged me with that because I was trying to lose weight, and at my gym we do a lot of different things with balance, and because I am a plus size lady, I kept blaming my weight for the reason why I wasn't able to do the things that we were doing, balancing. And I would say things like, I'm so fat, that's why I'm the fattest person in this room, and stuff. And she was like, stop it. Like, stop. I want you to think about yourself and talk about yourself the way you would talk about me, or the way you would talk about your best friend. Would you say that about them? And I was like, no, I wouldn't. And she was right. I began to change the narrative. When I looked at myself in the mirror and I saw something I didn't like, I would not focus on that. Instead, I focused on talking about myself and to myself the way I would my best friend. So I will talk about myself the way I would talk about my best friend. Our next one. This is a really good one too. I am learning to be a better mother with each new day. We're just doing this motherhood thing, and it's a day-by-day thing. Some days are really good. Some days are really bad. Some days you scream your head off at your children because they just will not listen to you. I did that yesterday. Some days you are calm as a cucumber. But there is a learning moment in each new day. So you are going to look at yourself and you are going to say, I am learning to be a better mother with each new day. Our next one. Today, I will notice the positive aspects of motherhood. It's so easy to get caught up in the negative aspects. Maybe you have a baby who has reflux and they're just really unhappy all the time. Or maybe your kids are like my kids and they just kind of create little pockets of chaos and mess wherever they are in the house, I have a tendency to focus on those negative aspects of motherhood. And I don't think about, this morning when my 4-year-old crept into bed and then wrapped her arm around my neck and pulled me closer to her and played with my hair because she loves me. So today, I will notice the positive aspects of motherhood. Our next one is a quote. It's from Barbara Kingsolver. The strength of motherhood is greater than natural laws. Isn't that the truth? I can tell you there are a million things that I've done as a mom to protect my children that are just not physically possible for me. Like I caught my middle child midair from falling off of a couch. Like I leapt over this coffee table and grabbed her. That you shouldn't be able to do that. And I was like, gosh, I am like a superhero. It was my kid. I was protecting her. The strength of motherhood is greater than natural laws. Okay, next one. I will take care of myself in order to be a good mother. This is something I think we all need to write down and say to ourselves every single day, because how often do we put our needs and caring for ourselves last? We put it on the back burner because we're going to make sure that everybody else is okay. And then maybe we'll get to ourselves when we have time. So you're going to say that to yourself. I will take care of myself in order to be a good mother. Here's another quote that I really like. There is such a special sweetness in being able to participate in creation. And that's by Pamela S. Nadav. I'm so sorry if I butchered your last name. There is a special sweetness in being able to participate in creation. So if you're pregnant right now and you're really hating your pregnancy, I want you to say that to yourself. Next one. I am grateful for my ability to create life. That's another good pregnancy affirmation, huh? When you're like, throwing up by the side of the road or all over yourself. I did that to myself once. I'll have to tell you that story another day. But I'm grateful for my ability to create life and sustain it. It's a huge deal. Okay, next one. And you know that this next one I'm going to read to you is my mantra. I will remember to put my oxygen mask on first. What I'm talking about here is I'm talking about the security, the security videos on an airplane, or, when the stewards and flight attendants are like, doing their little safety video thingy. And they're talking about when in case of emergency, an oxygen mask will drop from the ceiling, and make sure that you put yours on first before you help anybody who's sitting next to you. Because if you can't, they don't say this, but if you cannot breathe, you are no good to anybody. Mom, if you cannot breathe, you're no good to anybody. So you have got to put your oxygen mask on first, whatever that looks like for you. You have to take care of yourself first. If you don't, you're not able to be the best mom that you could be because you're running without oxygen. Next one, I choose to take care of myself. Okay, now remember, when I'm saying these, I'm not saying that this is something that I already practice. That's why I'm saying these positive affirmations. Because my hope is that I'm going to do it. Your hope in saying these is that eventually you will start to live and act out these affirmations. Next one. I will have fun doing the mundane today. That's what I'm going to tell myself when I am folding laundry and doing dishes. And I'm going to say it with a smile on my face, and my children will probably ask me why I'm looking weird. But I will have fun doing the mundane today. Next one. I deserve to put my feet up and relax. You do. You do deserve to put your feet up and relax. So when you're feeling guilty because you've decided to sit down and read a book, say to yourself, write it down, I deserve to put my feet up and relax. Next one. And I say this at the end of every episode. So if you're a regular listener, you can say it with me because I'm pretty sure you know what I'm going to say. I will be kind to myself. I will be kind to myself. See how I change that? And like I turn it into like a statement about myself. That's what I want you guys doing when you're looking in the mirror. I want you to say, I will be kind to myself. The next one. I become a more confident mother with each new day. First time mom, if you're listening to this right now and you're just feeling like your world has been rocked, you have absolutely no idea how to do anything, I want this to be your mantra. I want for you to truly believe that you will become a more confident mother with each new day. Because you will. Trust me, I know from experience. I have 3 children. Those are our positive affirmations for today. You can get all of them. We'll put a link in the show notes so you can, if you are listening to this while you're driving, I obviously don't want you to be writing down things while you're driving, but we'll have these listed out for you so you can copy them down and then practice them yourself. So, and tell me if you're actually practicing these. I want to hear if you guys are actually doing this. So, we'll put a way for you to comment and to contact me so that I know that you're doing this. And I hope that this is bringing some goodness into your life and you're starting to actually believe some of these things because they're really good out there. So, but above all else, be kind to yourself. Always be kind. That's all we have. Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to connect with me on bertmanderson.com and please visit our website, matriarchdm.com, for all of the show notes and to hear other awesome podcasts.